lot of dumb, stupid things in my life. A lot of dumb, stupid things. But going to the strip club was one of the dumbest things. Matter of fact, going to the strip club is at the top of the list of some of the dumbest, stupidest things I've done like in my past. We all have a past. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect. I have a perfect past. Going to the strip club was actually dumb for me. So I'm gonna tell you the reasons why I stopped going to strip clubs, and I'm gonna tell you the reasons why you should stop going as well too. So you men, you listen up. Even some of you women, you go to strip clubs too, which I totally don't understand and I would never understand. We don't realize, what I didn't realize is that going to the strip club was messing me up mentally and it was messing me up financially. Let's talk about the financial part of it. So you go to the strip club, like I was going, sitting around the house or apartment, wherever I was at the time, bored, just itching to go to the strip club. Why in the world was I even thinking about going? Finally, I would go to the strip club. I would go there and enjoy the women, just dancing and just having a good time. Either I would go by myself or I would go with other people, but most of the time I was going by myself. I'm in this strip club after walking through the doors and getting searched, of course, getting patted down by security, by the bouncers, making sure I didn't have anything on me, which I didn't. The only thing I had on me was money because I was ready to let loose in that strip club. I was ready to have a good time. I was ready to go. I was really ready to live it up and enjoy those women that were right there in my face. I decided, okay, it's time to get a lap dance. The lap dances was maybe, I don't know, $10, $20 or something like that. So you get a lap dance and you're like, okay, wow, that was awesome. That was just amazing. That was an amazing lap dance. You want another one and you spend another 10, 20, whatever amount it was at the time. Then you get another one. You just basically, you can't get enough. Honestly, I was going to the strip club, I would say every day. Unfortunately, I was going every day. So I would go one day and thinking, okay, so I'm just gonna go this one time. I'm gonna enjoy, have a good time, and then I'm done for the week. But then I found myself going the next day, going after that, and steadily going throughout the week, even on the weekends, which is absolutely sad. Let's do the math here. If lap dances are $20, but if you're spending $20 per lap dance and you get, let's say, 4 lap dances, okay? You get 4 lap dances during that night. Okay, at $20, that's $80 right there. $80. So if you want to include maybe, I don't know, $20 to get into the club, that's basically $100 total you're spending. So if you're going out of 7 days, if you're going 5 days, like I was going at least 5 days. So you're going 5 days a week. I was going 5 days a week. I'm basically spending how much money? Let's say $500 I was spending during a 7-week period on lap dances, including the admission to get into the strip club. $500 a week. So if I'm doing this for every week for 4 weeks for the whole month, spending at least $2,000 on a strip club. $2,000 going to the strip club. Absolutely ridiculous. How in the world can anybody possibly be that foolish to do something like that? Think about it. I wasn't in my right mind. I didn't even think about it until after I was broke. So I'm spending all this money at the strip club, and then when I end up, giving away all of my money, I felt some type of way. Feel like really, really upset and really bad and down and everything. Like, man, I can't believe I just spent all this money. So I'm not going to do this again. I'm done. I'm not going to spend all this money again. But I'm right back at the stupid strip club spending all that money again and again and again and again. So I'm spending my whole entire paycheck from working basically on the stupid strip club to where that money, that same money that I'm spending on the strip club on these women, I can use that money to buy groceries. I can pay my bills. And here it is, I'm behind on my bills because I'm blowing my money on things that I shouldn't blow my money on. Think about it here, guys. And and especially for you brothers who love going to these strip clubs, I want you to really think about this. You're giving your money to these dancers, these strippers, or whatever you want to call it. You're giving your money to these women. You're going up there so-called making it rain. You're just throwing money. I literally watch guys just money just oh, let's make it rain. It's just money just flying everywhere on the stage. These women that's dancing 1 or 2 or 3 on the stage at a time, they have all this money just falling down on them. All of this money. You're giving them all of your money. You're giving these women free money. Well, you say, well, Ty, it's really not free money because they are working for their money. They are really earning their money. Okay, so you can dance at home. You see what I'm saying? So to me, that's not really working. You're on stage dancing. You can go home and dance. Yeah, you're not dancing in front of anybody, but yourself. But still, it's easy. You have these women up on stage. All they're doing, they have a 2-piece on, 1-piece, or whatever I should say. They're dancing, twirling around, showing their legs, butt, breasts, everything else in front of the guys. Guys are lusting, and they're going after these women. They're throwing the money. They're giving them free money. And then at the end of the night, these women are counting all this money. You ever see videos on social media where these women have just boatloads of money? I've seen videos where women have pockets and purse full of money. They're showing off all their money, making thousands of dollars just in one night or several $1,000s in a whole weekend off of, vulnerable people like us. And I was one of those people. I was vulnerable. Giving up my hard-earned money to these women. Absolutely insane. So here it is. I'm working harder than these women because all they do is just show off their sexuality. All they do is show off their body parts. All they have to do is be nude on stage and dance and chill after they finish dancing. I had to go into a factory, work in a steel factory, this factory, that factory, or Payless shoes, all these different places where I busted my rear end, busted my butt, only to take my paycheck to blow it on strippers. Absolutely ridiculous. And I'm paying thousands of dollars a month going to the strip club. Not only I could have been paying my bills and paying them on time, but I could have saved that money and I could have started some type of business. I could have easily started some type of business. I could have even took that money and invested in something that was going to just bring a nice return even over several years to come. There's so many things I could have done with that money, but my insane way of thinking at the time decided that, no, I don't want to invest anything. I don't want to start a business. I just want to be lazy and just barely get by working 9-to-5 job and then spend all my money at a strip club. Totally messed me up financially. I'm going to save the real crazy one for last, one real crazy reason for last. The next one is from a moral standpoint. There's a psychological thing that's happening, an issue that's happening because you're constantly going to these strip clubs and seeing these women and getting lap dances, lusting after these, let's call it what it is, lusting, 100% lusting after these women. You may be dating someone, talking to someone, married, whatever, in some type of relationship. So you, after seeing these women, how they look in your mind, you're comparing these women to the woman that you have at home, to the woman that you're in a relationship with, to the woman that you're married to. You're comparing these women. You get to the point to where the person that you're dating, you want her to act like the stripper. You want her to be like the stripper. You want her to perform stripper routines in the bedroom. Let's be honest. When you're not at home, you can be out driving, you can be out somewhere else, you can be out hanging with your friends or whatever the case may be. But it's like watching pornography. You have these images in your head of these women dancing with these high heels on, with a 1-piece on, showing everything that they have, or in a lot of cases, they're dancing nude. They don't have anything on. So you have these images replaying in your mind. You have the visions, the images of everything from the night before or the week before that you were in a strip club playing in your head again. And then you call up one of your friends and say, you know what? I think I like to go to a strip club. Let's go. Hey, let's go hang out. Let's go to a strip club tonight. Let's go see some strippers. Let's go make it rain tonight. Let's go make it rain. You went and you did your thing. You spent all your money. You get paid again. And next thing you know, you go to a club again. And you messing with these women. You had these images again. And it can be so bad to where you're constantly thinking about these strippers. And you constantly, because you go to the strip club, you're basically, like I was doing, you're scoping out the best looking stripper with the best body, the best this, best that, and everything else, the best looking stripper. And you find the best looking stripper and you like, I want to dance from her. I want to dance from her. So then when you go back home to your girlfriend, to the woman that you're supposed to be with, your wife or whomever it was, your girlfriend, she becomes unattractive. Let's be honest, guys. Leave a comment in the comment section if this has ever happened to you. You see these good looking women at the strip club because you're always trying to get the best one at the strip club. But then when you go home to your girlfriend, you think, my girlfriend, she doesn't look as good as she used to. She just does not look as good as she used to. You're calling your friends up. You're telling your boys, you know what? I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to move on because my woman is just something about her. She just don't look as good as she used to. When I first got with her, she was bad. She was fine. She was this and that. But now she is not attractive at all. She's just losing it. I don't know what it is. She's just not attractive. That's because you have in your mind mentally that she's not attractive because you've been comparing these strippers to your wife or your wife to these strippers or your girlfriend to these strippers, and they don't even look good anymore. Your girlfriend or wife or the girl that you're talking to, whatever relationship you want to call it, she's not that attractive anymore. And next thing you know, you go home to your girlfriend, to your woman, and you don't treat her the same. Before, you were just treating her so good, so sweet, and everything else, flowers, the whole nine. But now it's like you come home and you act like you don't even want to speak to her. You walk in the door and she's like, hi, babe. Hi, honey. You're like, what's up? And she's like, oh. And she's like, well, how was your day? Oh, I'm straight. Before, when she was like, how was your day? You're like, oh, well, I did this and I did that, blah, 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 everything else. You were having a conversation with her. But now you've been going to these strip clubs and your girlfriend is like asking, how was your day? You just don't even want to even talk to her. You don't even really want to have a conversation. And she's like, well, let's hang out. What do you want to do tonight? Let's do something tonight. Well, I don't know. I'm going to be busy tonight. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I don't think I'm going to be able to hang out tonight. Oh, so she ends up realizing that something is wrong. She realizes women are super smart. They had that intuition thing, that instinct, discernment, whatever. They know something isn't right with you. They know it. They can smell it. And then you had to try to explain yourself when they come to confront you. Like, okay, well, what's wrong? Is there anything going on? Do we need to talk? And you just start really acting mean towards her. No, there's nothing to talk about. Everything is good. Would you leave me alone? Just everything. You just basically lose your mind. And then after a while, like me, you start falling into depression because you are unhappy in your relationship. You've been losing all your money. It's almost like going to the casino. You're just losing all your money. You walk into the strip club with $1,000. You leave the strip club with zero. Let's be honest. I know a lot of you men that are watching either go to strip clubs now or have gone to in the past, and you guys can relate to what I'm talking about. Those times you really didn't even have the money to go to strip clubs, but you end up scraping up enough money just to go to the strip club. That's how I was before. I was that person. If I didn't really have much money, I found a way to scrape up that money. I don't remember how I did it. It was so long ago. But I made it work and I went to strip clubs. But how come I couldn't do that, scrape up the money to better myself, to invest in something? You know what I'm saying? So it messed me up from a mental standpoint. Morally, it just wasn't good at all. The last thing here, in terms of the real reason why I stopped going to strip clubs is a very bad experience. I had a lot of bad experiences, but this one really stands out. I went to this particular strip club, just knew I was going to have a good time. And I went to have a dance in this dark area with this particular young lady. She was giving me a dance. I'm enjoying it. Just my eyes just big as saucers. Just a dummy. Just a dumbfounded look on my face. I don't like telling this part because it's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. In the process of her giving me the dance, she's rubbing all on my chest and everything else and rubbing my legs. And I'm just like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. You know how gullible us men can be. She's rubbing on me, rubbing on my lap and everything else. Next thing you know, she slowly unzips my zipper. Slowly unzips it. Opens up my fly trap. And then she goes, and she just let saliva, spit, just come out of her mouth onto my package. It was absolutely disgusting, embarrassing, and I felt some kind of way. Absolutely nasty, where I took a bath or a shower, one of the two. But I washed myself up real good when I got back home. It was absolutely disgusting. It stunk. Those are some of the real reasons why I stopped going to strip clubs and why you should stop going to. The reason why, again, you should stop going because it can ruin your relationships. It can ruin you mentally. It can even cause you to go broke, and being broke week after week, day after day, it can cause you to go broke to where you can go into a deep depression. It can cause you to look at women in a whole new light, and not necessarily a good light, but a bad light. Because I was looking at women, my thing was, I don't have any respect for these strippers. No respect for these strippers. I don't care anything about these strippers. They mean nothing to me. They are trash to me. Only thing I want is to be able to touch them and enjoy my fantasy in my head. That's the only thing I wanted. How many guys can relate to me? How many guys can relate to me? But overall, I had to stop going to these strip clubs because that's not what Jesus wanted me to do. Here it is, I call myself a Christian, or supposed to be a man of God, but I wasn't. I was still living for the world.